We started the Post-Deportation Human Rights Project to try to educate about an area that needed sustained, serious attention. BC has been at the forefront of recognizing that, and that has allowed us to build over many years a really excellent immigration program that involves not just the courses that I've been working on, but the Immigration Clinic, which is led by Mary Holper, the Ninth Circuit Appeals Clinic that's led by Kari Hong, and a number of other courses and interactions between the School of Law and the School of Social Work. So it's a combination of the basic ethos of the institution, but also a specific commitment to these types of issues.
People who've been wrongfully deported face overwhelming obstacles. Wilmer was deported to Honduras when he was 21, and he landed in a country that he barely knew. There was political corruption, great violence, gang violence, there's extreme poverty, and his entire family network was in the United States except for a few distant relatives.
I remember when the officer or security guard told me, "Mr. Garcia, you going home?" I'm like, "I'm going home?" "Yes." "Really? Wait a minute, home where? Where you from?" "Here in New Orleans." No. "Where were you born?" "In Honduras." "That's where you go." I'm like, no, you can't do that. "No, please. Nope, you gotta go." I didn't know what to do. I barely had a couple of bucks in my pocket. My parents, as they put it, it was very difficult for them. They consulted an immigration lawyer twice throughout our first 5 years, and both times they told her, "Well, you have to wait until Wilmer complete 10 years of being deported in Honduras, and then you can petition for myself." And but that was a big lie. I had a family member that came and visited back then, and he asked me, well, we talk about everything, catch up. Like, "So Wilmer, you speak English, you know how to use the computer. Why don't you go online and try to search and see if you can find another way out?" I mean, 10 years is 10 years. I was like, "You're right." So that automatically triggered my determination to search anything. And that's when the Lopez case came out. And I started reading the Lopez case. I'm like, wait a minute. I started reading it. I'm like, this guy, same thing that happened to him happened to me. And at the bottom of the article, they had 3 telephone numbers where it stated that if you or anybody you know had ever went through this, to call any of these 3 numbers. I called the first number, no answer. I called the second number. That's when I got in touch with Trina Realmuto. And she got me in touch with Jessica Chico and Mr. Dan, Professor Dan. And that's where we rode the ball from there.
Fortunately, we had a former student at a firm called Nixon Peabody who was able to work with us, and that firm energetically and generously could devote the time and the resources to help us litigate this case. So we had the particular expertise, they had the horses, they had the firepower, and together we created a team that worked together on this case.
We expressed to him from the beginning that this was not going to be an easy task. But when you have an individual who shows the type of grit and determination that he does, and frankly courage, because he was in Honduras, he had no counsel, he had no access to resources, he was literally Googling from an internet cafe with spotty research and spotty internet connection, trying to find anyone who would help him. But despite all of that, he had a lot of hope and a lot of courage that an outcome could be favorable to him.
There's no words to describe, the satisfactions, and you don't have to say much. You just hug him and give him thanks. I'm beyond grateful to Post-Deportation Human Rights Project from Boston College, because if it wasn't for them, this wouldn't be possible.
Wilmer's win is so unusual, and I hope that it is an inspiration both to deportees but also to legal advocates in this country, to show that despite the odds, it is possible to reopen a case, to bring a wrongfully deported individual back to the United States and navigate the thicket of process that entails, and to let them have their day in court, and to fight the claim that they are entitled to fight.